If you know someone is attacking you, and I mean anyone who's in a confrontation where you're going back and forth with someone, most times people are emotional and impulsive. Some people, a lot of times people move on impulse. You have to be mindful of the ones who move out of embarrassment, shame, and people who are not easily accountable, uh, deflective, gaslighting, um, people who will find every other reason or excuse to deviate from the fact that still remains. So, you have to not take everything offensive and personal. So if someone says something to you that's true, why does that bother you? Hurt your feelings? They were mean, inconsiderate? Yeah, toughen up. Because worse can and may happen. And I mean, you may be correct. It may be insensitive and so forth. But guess what? After you've done it once, come on now, get over it. Just like you've had a love once and you've gotten over it. And then you end up with a new love or another love. Don't feel like it's the end of the world. You made it through one, you'll make it through another. Always feel that way. Because you are a prize. Everyone is a prize. Everyone. Everyone is not your prize. And you're not everyone's prize. That shouldn't be a surprise. But nah, just, surround yourself around people who treat you like you are a prize. It's real simple. You have to let go of what you want, how you want things to be, and let them be whatever they are, because everything is what it's supposed to be. We are here trying to rearrange things, and it's like we're trying to control energy, something that we don't even understand totally. It has to make sense. And then you have to understand how things operate so that you can try your best to start letting go of what you think you can do that you really can't. You can't control or change certain things that will always remain, always be, and it'll change when it's time to change the way that it's meant to change, and it may not have any direction that you had. So you just have to let go and let it be and accept it. Things will go a lot smoother in life. So the next time you have a situation where someone challenges your character or they say something about you that you don't agree with, don't let it turn you into something different. Try not to let it affect you. Well, in the beginning, I guess, it may not be so easy. With me, I like to understand things. I have learned to not have to understand everything, though. But before, I was able to not harp on things that are really me. There was practice. So, I would make some sense out of it to where I'm like, okay, that's enough. And then I move on. But you can think about a situation and kind of make sense out of how this could have happened, why it happened. And like I said, always assess yourself. Assess how you handle the situation. Assess how you ended up in that situation. And then assess how you can remove yourself or not revisit that situation again. What can you do? And remember to always do everything with love. It's nothing to be upset about. You know, you can't be upset when other people live their lives a certain way, you know. So, just understand where they are. And, you know, you can't just say, I am done with this forever, because you really just can't say that. So when you have issues with people, you can't just feel like this is it. I'm done with them. I can't believe they did this or whatnot. You know, sometimes you really will feel that way. But it's best to speak on moments, what you feel right now, you know, because you could tell yourself some things and then the situation may arise where the energy is trying to tell you that it's time to mend or, you know, fix that situation. And if you are so hell-bent on your idea, then you won't be open to that particular situation being one that is different. So you have to handle it different. You just got to be open to doing things different than the way you think you should. That is like so important. If you're open to, and I mean, you got to listen to the right voices too. So, you know, your spirit and your gut will really lead you and let you know what's right. You know, you can't, I mean, see, it's so funny because everything that's right can be everything that's wrong and vice versa. And you just got to kind of know. And sometimes you're going to know and it's going to be right for you, but kind of wrong for others, I'll say. And I'll never say wrong for the universe. And that's where I was going. What I mean is you'll be adding the wrong or the negative to the universe. That's what I'll say. The negative to the universe, which will be. And I don't want to say wrong because it's rightfully here. Like it's supposed to be, you know, this isn't the place where everything is right. So, I mean, duh. And, you know, sometimes people will live a life thinking that it's supposed to be right. Everything is supposed to be right. Everyone is supposed to be right. You got to get that out of your mind. It's not like that. That's not how it goes. People will disappoint you. People will get tired. It doesn't mean that that's who they are forever. That's how they felt that time, you know? And people will write somebody off because they disappointed them on one situation or one event. You know, I understand it can make you feel bothered or, you know, but you just can't. Just can't. You gotta let people live. You gotta let people be. You gotta let it be and just love anyway. I'm telling you, the outcome just feels so much greater than to try to remember to be negative towards someone when you're trying to be a light. Why dim your light? So that's it for this session with your girl Uno 220 at Mind Management Solutions. So as always, I wish you peace and happiness. Remember to be great and continue to elevate. And that, my friend, is how you let the sun shine in. Thanks for listening. Mind Management Solutions.